Once upon a time, in a land far away, there lived a rich and powerful king. However, the king had a very strange problem that he could not solve alone. The king was the father of 12 beautiful daughters who were princesses. The sisters were different, but they were close friends and played together. Inside the castle, they had one giant bedroom with 12 beds in a long row. Every night, the king kissed his daughters, and then he locked the big door. He placed a heavy bar across the door so that nobody could leave the room. However, a very strange mystery happened every morning when the sun rose. The king found 12 pairs of old dancing shoes sitting on the bedroom floor. The beautiful shoes were broken, and there were big holes in the bottom. The king felt very confused because he did not understand what happened. He asked himself, how is this possible? Because the door was locked tight. He bought new shoes every day, but the strange mystery happened again.
Where do you go at night? Who ruins your shoes?
The princesses only smiled at him, and they did not speak about the secret. Finally, the king told everyone in the kingdom about a big new challenge.
Whoever discovers the secret can marry a princess and become king.
Many brave princes traveled from far away to try the king's challenge. A prince from the north said, "I will solve this problem very easily." He sat by the bedroom door and he promised that he would stay awake. But when the moon came up, a strong magic sleep fell over the prince. When he woke up in the morning, the door was open and the girls were up. The shoes on the floor were ruined again, so the prince had failed. A second prince tried the next night, but he also fell asleep quickly. In the morning, he saw the ruined shoes and he knew that he had failed. A third prince tried the challenge, but he also slept and he failed. Many princes tried to solve it, but they all slept and the secret remained. One day, a poor soldier arrived and he was tired from many old wars. He saw an old woman on the road, so he gave her some of his own food. She thanked him for the food and asked him where he was going today. He said he was going to the castle to solve the secret of the princesses.
The eldest princess will offer you wine. Do not drink it. It has a sleeping potion. Take this cloak, wear it, and you will be invisible.
The soldier thanked the woman and he went to the castle ready to try.
You are brave to try, but remember, others have failed.
That night, the eldest princess brought him a glass of wine to drink.
Drink this wine, brave soldier. It will help you relax.
The soldier pretended to drink it, but he hid a sponge under his chin. Then he lay down on his bed, and soon he began to snore very loudly. In the next room, the princesses heard him snoring, and they laughed.
I feel something bad will happen if we go. Stop worrying. He is asleep like a rock. We are safe.
Then the eldest princess stood up and clapped her hands 3 times. Suddenly, their bed went into the floor, and a stone staircase appeared. One by one, the girls walked down into the dark and secret passage. The soldier jumped up, he put on the cloak, and he vanished quickly. He followed quietly behind the youngest princess into the darkness. Halfway down, he accidentally stepped on her long and beautiful dress.
Did you hear that? Someone grabbed my dress!
It is nothing. You imagined it. Keep walking.
They continued down the stairs and entered a magical underground world. There were silver trees, and their leaves tinkled in the soft breeze. The brave soldier broke a small twig off from one of the silver trees.
Did you hear that? Someone is here!
It is just the princes shouting for joy. Keep moving.
Next, they entered a forest of golden trees that were glowing brightly. The soldier snapped off another small twig from a shining golden tree.
There it is again. Be quiet, it's just the wind. Let's go.
Finally, they walked through a forest made of sparkling diamond trees. The soldier broke off a twig from one of the beautiful diamond trees.
Another sound. We should go. We should go.
At the end of the forest, there was a dark lake with 12 small boats. Inside each of the small boats sat a handsome prince who was waiting. Each girl got into a boat, and the soldier jumped in with the youngest.
Tonight this boat feels very heavy. It is strange.
It's very warm tonight. Maybe that's why.
Across the dark lake, they saw a beautiful and glowing castle ahead. They climbed out of the boats and entered a very grand and big ballroom. The music was loud and cheerful, and the princesses danced happily. They danced so much, spinning and jumping around without ever stopping. The soldier watched from a dark corner as their shoes began to break. The eldest princess placed her golden cup on a table and kept dancing. The soldier picked up the cup quickly because he needed the proof. They danced until 3 in the morning, and the girls were exhausted. On the way back, the soldier sat in the boat with the eldest princess. The soldier jumped out of the boat and ran ahead up the hidden stairs. He ran to the room and hid the items under his pillow, then lay down. He closed his eyes tight and pretended to snore loudly once again. The tired princesses climbed up and saw him still sleeping in his bed.
See? He is still asleep. We have nothing to fear.
They threw the broken shoes on the floor and finally went to their beds. When the morning came, the soldier remained silent and waited longer. On the second night, he did the same thing and followed them again. On the third night, he followed again, and he was sure of the secret. Finally, on the next morning, the brave soldier went to see the king.
Well, soldier, where do my daughters dance at night?
They dance in an underground castle with enchanted princes.
Can you prove this?
He showed the king the magical twigs and the princess's golden cup. The 12 princesses were hiding behind a big curtain and listening. They saw the proof, and they knew their secret was finally discovered.
Daughters, come out!
The 12 princesses stepped out and looked down at the stone floor.
Is this true, my daughters?
Yes, Father, it is true.
The king smiled with great relief.
You have done what many could not. You may choose one of my daughters to marry.
The soldier looked at the girls, and then he chose the eldest one.
I am not young anymore. Your eldest daughter is strong and clever.
The eldest princess blushed happily, and she gave him a very big smile. They held each other's hands, and they happily agreed to get married. Everyone danced happily in the castle with the king and princesses. The spell was broken, and the secret passage closed up forevermore. The brave soldier and the eldest princess lived happily ever after. The king never had to buy 12 pairs of shoes in a single day again.